Good morning and welcome to the Mixed Present Office Masterclass. Beginning of this year, we got faced with a problem, of course, and we have a new perspective developed on the function and functionalities of the office. What we did actually is we developed the Mixed Present Office, facing the mixed presence, hybrid working that we all have. Normally, we create work environments based on vision of a company, and the vision was gone because we got faced with something that wasn't predictable. This new development is based upon 6 pillars, which are normally in an activity-based office as well. So primary workstations, collaboration, social, focus, project-based, and additional spaces like pantries, locker areas, etc. And what you see is that the new office, the office of the future, does not need that much primary workstation because they are the middle of the road space. We have a new ecosystem of spaces and new building blocks that we add to activity-based working. And the other fact is that we do this interaction way more digital than we used to do before. So we need in the office some really simple audiovisual appliances to help us collaborate with people who are on a different location, hybrid working, mixed present working. The focus nook is a detached space from the office, from the ceiling, which has acoustic material around it. So you will be in the open space. There's good ventilation around you, but you will have the acoustic comfort to talk and to have a private conversation without going into a small room.
We found out that if we talk to employees and we ask them about their experiences with remote working and just simply asking them what works for them as an individual, but also in collaboration with their colleagues, they were actually perfectly capable of answering that question. So we said, okay, if we want to program this workplace of the future, we're gonna have to make a shift from vision-oriented programming to user experience-oriented programming. The vast majority of all the respondents say that even if it's going to be safe to return to the office again, they expect to be working fully hybrid. It's not surprising that they say that they prefer to do the individual work at home, and for the other 2 activities, they prefer to come to the office. If we ask people when they expect to come to the office, we see that they all expect to come on the same days. We can expect higher demands from our employees where it comes to the functionality at the office, the experience, the quality, because of this increased consciousness.
The shift from the office space to the work from home space is changing. Mm-hmm. So nowadays we are starting our day from home, but we do lots of meetings also primarily from the home situations, which costs lots of more energy during the day than you are used to do. It also comes with the flexibility of facilitating your employees because during the day my needs are different in the morning than in the afternoon, and also are different during each separate meeting. And when you as organization facilitate your employee with the flexibility to book your meeting from home, your meeting space, towards the office, you can easily switch to the right meeting space and also use the right tools to reach your goals that are set for that specific meeting.
Yeah. How do you work hybridly, correct?
There are certain things that we need to be aware of. That's the lighting, it's the camera position, but it's also the interaction between people. Your tools are important to set the equalness of the people that are working from home inside the meeting room. The main challenge of placing the right audiovisual equipment and also the right tools inside that specific meeting room. Sound can be a pretty annoying thing or a good thing when you're, of course, Frans knows everything about it, but when you're using sound in the right dimension, it can really help. A solution like sound masking, you create a sort of white noise concept that is noise that is creating to focus more.
So it's all about stimuli and linking that to the activity that will take place.
It's probably more towards more choice of control again for the end user.
Historically, noise and privacy issues have been top of complaints. We know that there is a clear tendency of increased performance, and the acoustic design indexed. So by designing right, you can actually improve the environment, both in the office and at home. Moving up to actually reach the performance that you want, you also need to address the psychological needs to make people happy and feel comfortable. And the behavior of the people needs to be in line with the overall sound design of the office. All these three parts are actually equally important. The fourth pillar of this is the personality and mood. Personalities, we're looking into, for example, introverted and extroverted, which is the normal way of looking at that. But there are also other personality traits that you can address and have different type of preferences within the office space. And just addressing this, that different type of persons, different personalities are having different preferences. In the design that we have with the mixed presence office, I mean, in the focus nooks, we don't have a door.
Yeah.
Then people know that if I don't have a door to close, then I would expect it to be a little bit busy, a little bit, there are some sounds sometimes happening. But if you have a door and close that one, then you expect full privacy. Back in the old days, the audible sense was actually a defense mechanism to actually detect dangers. So that means that the sound or the ears are constantly on. You can't turn off your ears. The eyes you can actually close at least, so that gives you a little bit less stimuli. But the ears are constantly on, and that is something that we need to address when we are designing for people. Outdoor conditions, which is the perfect conditions, there you hear the sound once and then you don't hear it again. But when you're moving inside, you have a lot of reflections bouncing the sound back, which is actually creating an unnatural stimuli that is not helpful for your brain. And if you're looking at the sound experience of the room, of course, it's very much about the design itself, where I always looking at to the shape and the volume of the room, together with the basic of the building, together with the furniture.
That is also maybe a main message to organizations nowadays, is just be aware of what you need to do that specific day.
Yeah.
Take a break during that day, take a walk outside, do a meeting during your walk outside, use different situations, different tools and settings by creating more productivity.
So that's how we approach it. And of course, there's a lot of questions. We're a little bit over time. Kirsten, I just want to get back to you if you have some questions for us here in studio, or if you would like to close off.
So there are so many challenges to face, and I think we really need to listen to you guys and to share your experiences and the expertise to solve this. Thank you so very much from me.
Okay.